Hey guys, you're welcome back to another lesson right here on LEARNAKAN.com. My name is Yawn. Today, I would like us to look at some everyday actions in Chi. Alright, so the actions that we tend to do on a daily basis. So for example, if I do this, how would you describe that in Chi? Alright, or if I laugh, how would you describe that in Chi? If I smile, how would you describe that in Chi? Okay, or if I do this, I don't know how to do this consciously, but that, how would you describe that in Chi? Okay, so those are what we are looking at in today's lesson. We are not going to be covering all the actions there are up your sleeve, but we are going to focus on a few for this lesson and make sure that we use them in some sentence examples so that you know how we actually use them within context. And then in our subsequent lessons, we are going to be covering more. So if you have more to add, you can leave them down in the comment section below, and then we'll try as much as possible to include them in our subsequent lessons. Okay, so those are what we are looking at in today's lesson. It starts after this. Let's start with the first one, and that is muna. 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 Okay, so as you can see, muna means to frown. Okay, so when you frown your face, the verb that we use to describe that is muna. Okay, muna. Interestingly, this is the same verb that we use to describe, when it's about to rain. Okay, so the weather when it's about to rain, you see that it's gloomy, right? We use this verb to describe that. Okay, so I can say, for example, usiono emuna. Usionu emuna for that. But for today's lesson, we are looking at daily actions of humans, not the weather. Okay, so muna means to frown. So I can say, for example, ekom de kwame nti wamuna nenim. Ekom de kwame nti wamuna nenim. Ekom de kwame inti wamuna nenim. As you can see, I've attached nenim, which is his face, to muna. Okay, so we have wamuna nenim. He has frowned his face. Let's go to the next one. We have umuna dodo. Umuna dodo. Umuna dodo. All right, or I can say umuna wenim dodo. Umuna wenim dodo. Umuna wenim dodo. So the third example we have wamuna wenim sememuna. This one is interesting. I'll come to why it's interesting, but we have wamuna wenim sememuna. Wamuna wenim sememuna. This one was very common growing up in Kumasi. As kids, when there's a particular kid who is always frowning, they call that person Memuna. Now, Memuna, as I understand, is a Hausa name. And from what I know, it has nothing to do with Muna, to frown. It doesn't. But the fact that another language has a name that has this Muna in there makes it sort of rhyme, right? Wemuna se Memuna. Okay. Wamuna se memuna. So it's like saying someone is as brown as Chris Brown, for example. To the next action, we have nye nye. Nye nye. Okay, and this is what we use to describe, smile, to smile, okay, or to grin. We say nye nye. Okay, nye nye. So by way of example, we can have ame nye nye. Ame nye nye. Amenyenye. And as you can hear, I'm not pronouncing the re. Not to say that if you pronounce the re, you are wrong. No. But, we tend to glide over the re in most, speech cases. If you missed that lesson, the lesson where we mentioned that, you can click on the link above to go check it out when you're done with this one. So another example, we can have aden na wonyenye. Aden na wonyenye. Aden na wonyenye. So we have aden, which is the question word why. Okay, if you missed our series on question words, again, I'll leave a link up here. When you're done, you can go and check them out. Okay, so aden na wonyenye. To another example, we have nebuafu nanso onyenye. Nebuafu nanso onyenye. Nebuafu nanso onyenye. Let's go to our next action. We have siri. 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 Okay? Siri. And as you can see, siri means to laugh. Okay? Siri. To laugh. So I can say me siri. Me siri, even though I'm not laughing. Okay? So I can say me siri. Me siri. Okay? Or I can say wo siri wo ho. Wo siri wo ho. Wo siri wo ho. Or we can say yen nyina ye siri ye. Yen nyina ye siri ye. Yen nyina ye siri ye. Okay? Final example, we can have se wo siri a na mani agye. Se wo siri a na mani agye. Se wo siri a na mani agye. To the next action, we have bo eni. Bo eni. Bo eni. Now, this is the raw verb. Okay, this is the raw verb. Something that you need to note is the phrasal verbs that come with, body parts in them. Okay, so you have the verb itself, and then you have a body part. When we use them, we actually possess the body parts with, the subject, right? The person who is doing that. Okay, so you need to possess the body parts for it to work. So like I'm saying, this is the raw verb, but this is not how we use it. When you are using it, if you know the subject, then you have to use the appropriate possessive adjective to possess the body part for it to work. If you don't know the possessive adjectives, again, I'll leave a link up here. When you're done, you can go and check it out. Okay? So this bo eni is to either blink or to wink. Okay? To blink or to wink. So we use the two in two different ways. Let's start with the blink, okay? So if I want to say you blink, right? Let's take a very simple example. You blink. I'll just say wobo weni. Wobo weni, okay? Wobo weni. So you see how I have possessed the body parts with the appropriate possessive adjective, okay? You blink your eye or your eyes. Okay? Wobo weni. So I can change it to me. Mebo many. Mebo many. See how I am now possessing it with my eye or my eyes. Okay? Mebo many. Okay? So this is how you use it to talk about blinking. Okay? To blink. Sometimes we add the adverb pre. To project the fact that you blink too fast within a short period of time. Okay, so when you blink too many times within a very short period of time, we add this adverb pre to project that. Okay, so instead of saying Kwame boneni, for example, Kwame blinks, right? We can add pre. Kwame boneni pre. Okay, Kwame boneni pre. This adverb, this pre adverb, is the same adverb that we use to describe the instance where the electricity company of Ghana, turns off the light, turns it back on, turns off the light, turns it back on, multiple times within a very short period of time. We use this to describe that act. Okay, so almost pre. You see? Now, this is one use case, the blinking. And then we have to wink. Now, when you wink, mostly you wink at, right? You wink at, even in English, right? So you wink at a person. So for that, we don't use it the same way as we do this one. It's slightly different because we introduce the fact that you are blinking at someone. Now, the at that we use here is chire. Okay, chire, to show. Okay, to show. So instead of just bo any, we'll have bo any chire. Okay, bo any chire. Not to say that the chire is part of the winking, but the chire makes we know that you are winking at somebody. So we can have, for example, Kwame bo neni chire ama. Kwame bo neni chire ama. Kwame bo neni chire ama. So you can see how we are using it. First, you need to possess the body part, the any, right, with the subject. So the subject, possessive adjective, and then you have to bring the chire before the person that you are winking at. Okay, so Kwame bo neni chire ama. We can have Abayewa no bo neni chire me. Abayewa no bo neni chire me. Abayewa no bo neni chire me. Okay? We can also have se ubo weni chire me a meti aseɛ. Se ubo weni chire me a meti aseɛ. Se ubo weni chire me a meti aseɛ. So the last action for today, we have hram. 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 Okay, so this is what we use to describe to yawn, okay, the act of yawning. So we have hram. 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 Okay, so I can ask, ade na wo hram sa? Ade na wo hram sa? Ade na wo hram sa? Okay, I can say, o hram isane se nenikum. O hram isane se nenikum. O hram isane se nenikum. So as you can see, isane se here is because. If you missed our lesson on that conjunction, you can click on the link above to go check it out when you're done with this one. Okay, so we have o hram isane se nenikum. We can also say krama no hram mprensa anajubia. Krama no hram mprensa anajubia. Krama no hram mprensa anajubia. Right, so let's end today's lesson here. Like I said before, we are going to be covering more in our subsequent lessons, but for now, let's end here so that you have time to commit all of them to memory, because these are actions that you are going to be describing regularly, right? Thank you guys for watching, and as always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to do so before you leave. Thank you guys, and I hope to catch you next time. It's bye for now.